welcome back to the Sheffield Prime. We are on to round 4, and as always, it's me, Rebecca Walker. It's been a while. Joined as always by Richard Walker,
Hi.
My husband, because I'm married, and I have a new surname, which I must remember. And on the boards, we have James Waumsley, Winner, on the left, playing Bara Valyrian Steel. On the right, we have Kostas, with a surname that I always get wrong, playing Tyrell Dragon. So we have then the setups. Whammer playing out 2 Dragonstone Faithfuls, a card in Shadows. Delena, and I don't know what one is.
Advisor to the Crown.
Thank you. And on the right, Kostas has a Scheming Septon, 2 Scheming Septons, a Sunday, and a card in Shadows as well. So I believe there was a mulligan before this. I can't remember if it was both or just one player mulligan, but there were mulligans involved. And we have our first plot. So we've got the Prince That Came Too Late into Varys' Riddle. I'm assuming Kostas was trying to hit the at the gates. And Whammer, probably anticipating this, managed to avoid it. Although 1 gold on setup with no economy on the board is a bit shit. I guess I've got the 2 Faithfuls, which are kind of like economy. Also got Valyrian Steel, so if it's got any 0 cost attachments in hand, that's a way of generating gold. But I guess with the oh, there you go, 0 cost attachment. But yeah, I mean, he's got 4 characters on the board, so he doesn't need loads more characters. He might like a military icon, but it's no biggie, I think.
How do you feel about the opener of the Prince That Came Too Late?
I think it's a really weird opener.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me your thoughts.
Well, it's 1 gold, which is really risky, I feel, in your first plot. Generally, you want to be able to get more, but as I say, the Valyrian Steel, if you've got the 0 cost attachments, can help to counter that. Okay,
talk to me why it's risky. What risk are you talking about?
Well, because
what's going to happen to you?
So it's low gold, so it's difficult to set up more of the board if you need a board. Also, by playing it, it kind of encourages an early reset, I guess, next turn. It might be that Whammer already has a big in hand, so maybe he wants to play this, and then that way he can get the big out on the board and dupe it in marshalling next turn, possibly. But I don't know, I'm not a massive fan of Prince That Came Too Late. Whenever I've played it, I always feel a bit, I don't know, on edge when I'm playing it.
Scared.
Yeah, I feel like you're like judging me here.
Nah, I'm just hearing your thoughts.
Oh, what are your thoughts?
I see, well, Whammer has 4 characters on the board, so he's not really worried about getting board wiped and then having a Print That Came Too Late and then getting it marched or something.
Yeah.
I think he's gotten a board present to sustain this early round, going to give Kostas some power that he can maybe take in subsequent rounds. I guess there's a character in his deck that he just really, really wants. I'm guessing it's Bob. And in a 75 card deck, a full deck tutor for Bob and putting him into play is really good.
Yeah.
So I think his setup mitigate the downside to an extent.
And also, as we mentioned, Whammer might have expected Kostas to play the Varys' Riddle, and so wanted to play a plot that Kostas wouldn't hit with Varys' Riddle.
Well, maybe not Riddle, but he might have expected a more usual opener. You know, at the gate, maybe even late summer feast, depending on the deck.
Riddle's quite a usual opener at the moment.
I don't think I've seen it opened ages.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been played more often now because people are trying to catch the at the gates.
I think that might have been true 2 or 3 months ago. I haven't seen it recently at all.
Okay.
People started, in my experience, in the games that I've been playing, people have been opening more late summer feast now to get a bigger tempo start on at the gates and playing them at the gates turn 2. And so some people stop playing Riddle.
Okay.
But different metas, right?
Yeah.
It's even different if you play on the Iron Throne. So what's Kostas marshalled?
He's marshalled a right and an old Bilbone. It's interesting that he didn't put the Bilbone into shadows to bring it out and kneel that faction card. That would have stopped Whammer from throwing anything in with the Valyrian Steel during challenges.
Would have cost him an extra gold.
He's still got 2 gold left over though, although maybe he wants that for the shadows card. He's also marshalled an Old Town there. So with the 2 Scheming Septons on the board, that should be a nice little power game for him.
So, no economy from the back row contributing to round 1.
No! That's unusual, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and as a result, we just have boards of chuds everywhere.
Yeah, first snow would be mean.
Delena being King Chud. Or Queen Chud.
Is she 3 or 4?
3 or 4 what?
Cost.
3.
Yeah, a lot of monocons on Whammer's side.
I guess Jamesy just going to oppose challenges, get the prince, start doing things.
Yeah, well, he did a couple of attacks. I think he did a power and an intrigue. So Kostas has thrown in. Oh shit! 1 minute. Oh, an informer. You need to let me do it first. And bestowed for 2. So he could draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. There are all the options in hand. Is that visited by shadows on this Scheming Septon?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's reducing their strength by 1?
Yeah. So let's talk about the decks.
Okay.
I think it's reasonably easy to deduce what James is trying to do. What James's deck is all about.
Ooh, was that lies there?
It was. So Bara Valyrian Steel just smelled a lot of getting some characters out, getting some big attachments out.
Making a Voltron?
Making a Voltron. Especially when you see the prince who came too late. Really indicates that you're going to put a lot of attachments on one guy. Now, one thing I have seen is Celise playing R'hllor attachments for free and actually getting a gold back from them is just horrible. You're getting paid a gold to put out R'hllor attachments at that stage.
Seems good to me. Or,
you draw a card to put out R'hllor attachment. It's just amazing value. So that's nice. Whereas Kostas' deck is a little bit more difficult to deduce.
Oh, there's Bob.
Bob.
Well, normally Tyrell Dragon, you generally find Queen's Guard and maybe Renly. You quite often see with the Queen's Guard on him, so that he can just keep getting that insight, drawing loads of cards, getting the renown. But I don't think Kostas' deck is quite like that. Missandei is just a good addition with the Dragon Banner. Especially if you are bringing in the Queen's Guard. Not sure what else he'd bring in from the Targ.
I don't know if he's bringing in Queen's Guard.
No?
No, but I would expect possibly he would be running. He might be running. I mean, one of the first things I think of with Tyrell Dragon is Queen's Guard Renly. That is. But I don't think this is a Queen's Guard Renly deck.
Okay.
So if I were to sit down against Kostas, I would probably have the bad idea of what it's trying to do, which is good for Kostas because people can play a different way, expecting different things to what's actually going on.
Oh, Palace of Sorrows. Into an At the Gates. So Palace of Sorrows, of course, sets everyone's strength to 3. And this means that cards like House Florent Knight can hit anyone.
Yep. So all that tempo hit James took with Bob could be erased. Just like that.
Just like that. Oh, he's got 2 Great Halls out now. He must have played one in the first round and we didn't realise.
He did. I realised.
He said no economy from back row.
No economy used in the back row, I said.
Okay, I'll let you off.
So yeah, so Queen's Guard, Renly, maybe not. But I do recall.
So Kostas plays up the Housefront Knight, and Whammer's like, he went to take the bob, and then he's like, well, technically it could be any of them. Like, you want any of these other ones? The Red Priest? That'd be a great idea. But yeah, Kostas, not fooled by that. Palace of Sorrows and Housefront Knight is just a really evil combo, I think.
It's a really easy combo as well. You can just sit on that plot, wait until you draw a Housefront Knight, then bam, play a 5 gold plot with 7 initiative, choose the first player in most cases, and then just discard your opponent's best character. Seemed a little too easy.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not everyone's set at like 2 strength or something, because that would be a grey wind chompy time.
I think that'd be better.
Yeah?
Well,
oh, he's got another one!
It means Stark and Tyrell could have the fun. Now it's just Tyrell.
Are there any other factions that can abuse it that you can think of?
No, not really. Tyrell also have that event called Show of Strength, which is it's 2 cost, but it blanks everyone at strength 3 or lower.
Oh wow,
That's quite
annoying.
funny. So it could just blank everybody at this point.
Does the Strangler counter Palace of Sorrows? Because doesn't it set the strength rather than reduce or increase? So if you were playing the Strangler and you expected Palace of Sorrows, you could play. Could you play it on your own character, or like, well, you wouldn't do it. You just want theirs, wouldn't you? Just play it on one of their characters.
So when the challenge begins, the Strangler's effect would initiate, and because it's the most recent set, it would be 1, and then at the end of the challenge, the Palace of Sorrows effect kicked in again, and they'd go back to 3 strengths.
Ah, so it's only during the challenge.
Yeah, Strangler
That's a
doesn't
shame.
set it to 1; it only sets it to 1 during a challenge.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. I was just thinking, oh, that's a counter to Housefront Knights, but maybe not.
So to get at what I was saying earlier, before Costa played the Housefront Knight,
Yeah.
I believe he's playing Mercenary Contract, and Dario and Egon and Bribery.
He does have a card in Shadows. I guess it could be an Egon. He doesn't save the gold though.
So I think that whole concept, I think, is really, really good. I think that's genius, really, because he's got 2 effects here. You've got Palace of Sorrows and Housefront Knight, and that gives Kostas a character and reduces James a character, so that's like a good tempo swing.
Yeah.
And he will also have things like, Dario and Mercenary Pact and Bribery especially, so you can play Mercenary Pact on someone, play Bribery, take the character, so you gain a character, opponent loses a character. Kind of like Ward, kind of like Yoren, and the tempo you get from that is real strong.
Yeah.
Especially when the board gets smaller again, or you take your opponent's big character with power on it.
So basically, Kostas' deck is all about him gaining a character and you losing a character. And that's like a 2-character swing.
I wouldn't say all about, because
he's
obviously got effects like Steve the Septon and Old Town there for passive power and card advantage. So he does have a consistent base there to keep the deck trundling along until he finds his pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, but the main sort of trick to his deck is +1, -1 characters kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of tempo swings help him along in the game.
Well, I mean, we saw that Whammer played Prince Who Came Too Late to get the bob. That was immediately discarded, so then Whammer had to use all of his resources to pay out for another bob. So that's like a whole plot's worth of gold that Whammer's kind of lost. Plus the actual character gone as well, and that character had an attachment on it. So,
because if you think of Ward, you pay 4 gold, you get at best a 4-cost character, and your opponent loses a 4-cost character. That's an 8 gold swing. In this case, with Palace of Sorrows and Housefront Knight, you gain a 5-cost character, and they lose a 7-cost character. That's a 12 gold swing. That's even bigger.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why he's doing it, right?
And if you play Mercenary Pact on Robert and then paid 7 for Bribery, you'd be paying 8 gold and you'd be gaining a 7-cost character, and they lose a 7-cost character.
Yeah.
So there's not such a big swing.
No.
Because it cost you quite a bit. Because board you pay for, and the swing is 8 gold, so you get a net 4 gold effect.
I found it quite interesting in the military challenge that just happened that so Whammer went in with 2 characters at 3 strength in each, and Kostas decided to defend with 2 military characters. So he was going to lose that, but didn't. But put in 2, like I feel like he could have just left 1 standing, and then that way he could have used that character or used it to help him win Dom. Also, just worth noting, so Kostas triggered Steve the Septim. He gave Whammer back the attachment that was on him, drew the card, collected the gold, but forgot to actually put Steve back on the top of his deck. So now he uses Old Town, looks at the top card saying character, and is like, wait a minute, that's not the character that it should be. Realised he'd left Steve on the table, gets to Steve, and the players decide that just shuffling the deck is a fair way to resolve that. Which Kostas probably disappointed with it, because I think that was a Liza Aaron on top as well.
Was it?
Maybe? I don't know. Actually, no, maybe it wasn't. I'm thinking wrong deck. I don't know. It was a character, but it was not the character it was supposed to be. So yeah, he's just shuffling the deck there.
He must have been so confused, like, huh?
He did seem quite confused, like you can see from his body language, he flips a card, it's like, character? And then it's like, hey, wait a minute, that's not the character that I was expecting. That's definitely not Steve.
There's 4-4.
It was a good round for Whammer. He made a bit of a comeback. Even with that tempo loss at the beginning. I'm trying to remember why Steve the Septim is called Steve the Septim, and I can't remember why it's called Steve.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, Tom. So Kostas discarding a Dario there for reserve. Which implies that he's got more in the deck. Ooh, King of the North into another Palace of Sorrows.
Damn. So Kostas may be going for the second Violent Knight.
I found out in this tournament when I played Kingdom of Sorrows. When I played King of the North against someone's Palace of Sorrows, that the King of the North doesn't cancel the Florent Knight because it's a forced reaction. So it's the game that triggers it and not the player.
Correct.
So I thought I was being all clever. I was like, yeah, I play King of the North. Won't be able to do it. I'll keep my best character. No. Didn't quite work like that.
It's amazing how many things reading the card solves.
Thanks, hon.
Because sometimes you think an effect does a thing and then you reread the card word for word. That's why when someone asks me a rules question, I'm like, hang on, let me go read the card.
Yeah, I was sad. I was so confident as well when I played it. I was like, oh yeah, it's going to stop your bullshit. It's like, oh no, it didn't. I'm just going to cry. Sad times.
So that's a really good tempo swing again for Costa.
And Whammer lost a power for that as well, as the Bob had a renown on it.
Paid 5, got rid of 7, and got 5 Costa on the board. To be fair though, it's not worth 5 Costa. With his stats, he's only a 3 Costa, isn't he?
With his stats, yeah, but with his effects, no.
So you're paying 2 for the effect.
I think I'm quite happy to pay 2 to get rid of a Bob off the board.
It's not always going to be a Bob though.
No.
Not in the past. I mean, for the last year or 2, you've had Houseflight Knights.
Yeah.
It's only now you've got the control plot available to you so you can play that effect. Kind of genuinely scared of Florent Knights and Palace of Sorrow. In any deck I'd run a big character and load them with renown. Also scared of bribery and mercenary packs.
So basically you're just downright petrified of Kostas' deck?
Terrified.
No, it's okay, honey. I'm here for you. I won't let the big bad evil man get you.
You don't play decks, though.
I'll beat him up.
Really?
I do play decks. We played Thrones just last night.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Thanks. I was that memorable for you.
Did I win?
Maybe.
Cool, I won. You'd think I'd remember that. With it being such a rare occurrence these days. So Costa wins a challenge. Going in with intrigue to maybe win another. So Kostas still essentially had a board of 2-cost characters with some Florent Knights making themselves available.
Oh, Whammer's got a trick.
Strangler.
Ah. So a Strangler on the Knight. And drawing a card there. So that means that Whammer can defend with one character and win.
Yep.
Ta-da! That worked out alright.
Yeah.
I wonder how many cards Whammer gets through in a game. He seems to be triggering the steel quite a lot.
Regularly enough.
Mm.
So he killed off the House Florent Knight.
That's
Which I think is, interesting compared to, say, he got an Old Town Informer, which presumably then he wants to be able to trigger in the next couple of rounds.
Maybe, yeah. Kostas does, he kind of forgets to trigger it quite a lot. So Whammer quite often said to him, did you want to trigger your your Old Town Informer? And Kostas was like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. So as you're watching the game, if you notice Kostas does the Old Town Informer reaction slightly delayed sometimes, or out of sequence, it's because Whammer's very kindly offered and said, oh, did you want to do that, mate? And, you know, Kostas says,
What a thoroughly nice bloke.
Accepted. Yeah.
What a nice bloke.
Both lovely. Two very good players as well. I mean, Kostas won the UK Thrones War this year.
Kostas won the UK Thrones War this year.
And Whammer's won, a couple of insignificant tournaments, right? Like, yeah.
He's throwing shade at James.
Nationals, I don't know, Euros, something like that. I can't remember. Something non-consequential, right? Yeah.
If they're if like Nationals is so inconsequential, that literally devalued my achievement making the final.
Well, it's no winner of the Veterans Riverland tournament. Just saying.
That was 2017.
Shh. All right. Don't win things very often. Let me have it.
Oh, no, it was 2018. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was in last year. I mean, not that we nearly finished 2019, but
Who cares about winning tournament?
Yeah. Winning's
like,
for chumps.
It's not like the prizes are good.
They are at the moment, though, right?
Well, they're better. They're worth winning. But it's not like you win money or you win a trip to America or get a car design. At the end of the day, we're playing for trinkets.
Yeah. I do wish that they'd done the better prize support from the beginning, though. We would have had so many more players. Trinkets
and the glory of 5,000 people.
What?
There's only 5,000 people that play Thrones.
That's a decent number.
It's alright, dwindling every day.
Well, I mean, they are stopping making the product now, right?
No, that's not what they said. Don't misrepresent.
I'll rephrase.
The game's dead.
They are putting their product development on hold until George R. R. Martin creates a new book because currently, apparently, there is not enough content to make anything new. Better?
I'll mug them right off if you bring the book out soon.
I know, right? Well, I saw there was an article online about something's happened to the website. Like, it's like someone's like bought the website name or something like that. There's been some change. So everyone's like, oh, is this because they're going to actually start making some news about a new book coming out or something? But I feel like maybe this is just people being really over-optimistic.
Yeah, don't overthink it, people.
Yeah.
If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's not worry about it. More chud. Left and right.
Left and right. I mean, you don't mind those chuds, do you?
They're pretty good. They will help stall out your opponent and not give away on a play. That's nice.
Finally got some economy on the board as well. He played the At the Gates to go and get the Tyrell Gate.
I have no idea what you're saying. You dragged the words out too long.
Is that the Tyrell Gate, that one?
Yeah, the Gate of the Gods.
Gate of the Gods. Yeah.
Gate of the Gods.
And one we're playing Return to the Fields.
Oh, for God's sake.
Is that a third Bob? Amazing. How has he found all three in a deck that size?
Well, you do know he runs 6, right?
In
a 75 card deck, I assume you're allowed to run 6 copies of one card.
Yeah. Sounds legit.
Wow.
What's that colourful card in Kostas'
Lay waste.
discard? What does that do again?
Discard location or attachment, non-limited location or attachment from play. Then the owner of it may search their deck for a location or attachment of lower cost and put it in play. So basically, you just blow up Dawn and they go and get Starfall, or you blow up Lanny 4-cost Houndhorn and then go and get Tower of the Hand.
What's that? Is that Stinking Drunk?
Drinking Stunk.
And is that the one where if it kneels, you discard a card from hand? Is that right?
No, that's Motley. Stinking Drunk is basically when the attached character would and sacrifice it to kneel him again.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Tempo.
Seems weird to put it on Steve, though, because he's going to just go, right?
Yeah. But it's 0 cost, so Whammer gets it back and he gets a free gold next round.
Yeah, I guess so.
But you haven't even mentioned Competitive Mel.
Oh, she's out!
With a
Competitive Mel? Is that the official nickname? Competitive Mel? Because that's a really lame nickname.
And ironic.
What's her, official nickname?
She doesn't have one, but Stefan has a few. I'm not sure if she's called Sultry Mel or Shotgun Mel or...
I've heard Shotgun Mel.
Or Accurate with an Hatchet Mel.
And she's the one where if you win Dom, you look at your opponent's hand and then you can... Is it discard a character and it kills it or something? Put a character in the dead pile or something like that?
Yeah, so discard a card if it's a character placed in their dead pile instead.
It sounds good.
It's... But can be very useful if you give up some challenges and to win Dom. You can snipe some important cards.
It's also quite cool with the Septon. It makes it a lot less easy for Kostas to just do his thing, like draw a card, get the Septon with the Old Town. He might be more reluctant to get the Septon back until maybe the standing phase or maybe later in the dominance phase after Mella's triggered. Because he doesn't want the Septon to get taken. The Septon's probably quite a useful card for him.
Well, the Septon challenges action.
Oh, is it challenges?
Yeah. So
No. Oh, sorry, yeah, never mind, yeah.
So he can only trigger it in the challenge phase. But I don't think he'll mind so much. Because if you trigger the Septon, it's just on top of the deck. And then you trigger Old Town in the standing phase, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I meant.
But the other good thing about Competitive Mel is that she got insight. Sorry, Sultry Mel.
Shotgun.
Accurate with an Hatchet Mel. Good thing about Accurate with an Hatchet Mel is that she got insight.
That's too much of a tongue twister. Shotgun Mel.
You're not focusing on my words.
Yeah, she's got insight.
She's got insight.
I get it.
And that makes her the best card.
You're so obsessed with card draw.
And she got 6 strength.
She's 6 strength?
Yeah.
Oh, shit's that?
She's super competitive.
Apparently so.
You look, when we're drawing cards.
You defended and won.
He's loving life. And the thing is, Mel can help win Dom because she got her best mate there, Edric Storm, who can say, "No, you don't count for Dom, mate."
Sad times for Kostas. So Kostas doing the military, which one let's go unopposed. For one, it's probably not worth attacking because you've got left and right there, just standing there saying, "Sod you, man."
Kostas has 9 for dominant by my count. James has 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, loads.
Yeah, because James can obviously say that someone doesn't count with Edric.
Yep.
And he'll go for either left or right, I imagine, being the higher strength character.
Actually, is that visited by shadows on Miss Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So she would be only 1 strength.
Cool, so one more winning Dom there. And getting to trigger his Mel.
Mercenary contract there. Show us the card, James.
Another Gate of the Gods.
Show us the cards.
It's quite a close game, isn't it? I mean, we're half an hour in. It's 6-5. The board's pretty level. The econ's pretty level. Power's pretty level.
I think Kostas is doing very well. Because he got a board of Chud. Whammer has 2 big dudes out. And Kostas is still keeping the power level similar. But he can only keep doing that for a certain amount of time. At some point, he's going to need a big character of his own, otherwise James is going to run over him with that Bob. So James decided to get rid of the mercenary pact. Doesn't want Bob to be stolen.
Mercenary pact isn't mercenary contract.
Contract.
Contract, compact, pact.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm channeling my inner Ben Davey.
Oh, this is why Kostas isn't bothered about him having all the little ones. So, a Valyrian, which is going to get rid of 2 characters from Whammer's side.
A great plot when you've got left and right, non-kneeling on defence, combined cost of 4 with 3 strength each. Fantastic.
And you've also got Bar on the Gates from Whammer. Whammer might have been expecting some...
Whammer?
I'm not American. Whammer might have been expecting something from Kostas with that card that's been in shadows the entire game. So maybe Whammer thought that this was the time to make sure that shadows card does not come out. Similarly, Kostas maybe played his Valyrian so that he can try and get what is possibly Aegon and Dario out and get some big characters on his board.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I'm not deleting that, that's staying in. Well, I'm glad that you have such a wonderful insight to my insight, honey.
You're welcome.
Would you like to explain to us what has been kept? Maybe that's what you was after.
I can't see. I got stuck in between my words.
Fine.
Although that third copy of Bob has gone.
It has finally gone. He's probably not going to come back now.
To the bottom of the deck, he could come back. With a mere shuffle effect.
Oh, yeah, of course, it's shuffle, isn't it? So
well, it's not shuffle, it's bottom of the deck. But,
well, yes, but he
might have a
steel,
shuffle.
Possibly.
He won't.
Not steel. That's not. Ah, now you're doing it to me. You're sending me off the rails. Right, Richard, be quiet. I want to explain what's on the board. So, Whammer has kept Shotgun Mel duped and Edric Storm.
Accurate with an hatchet Mel.
Presumably to try and keep that winning Dom train going. And Whammer has also marshalled this turn Liza Arryn. So if she dies, she gets to choose, is it a location or a character? And remove it from the game?
Sure. Let's go with that. Might be even attachment as well, but yeah,
possibly.
Whatever.
Because Whammer has a Spears and a Merlin King, he can do the Liza Arryn interrupt first and then interrupt with the Spears. So he can use her effect and then bring her back to hand and play her back out, so she might not even have to actually die.
Disgusting. Well, she will die, but the Spears of the Merlin King is a replacement effect, so it changes her destination.
Yeah. So Whammer amusingly has milked the Old Town Informer. So
he just did that because he didn't want to have to keep reminding Kostas, right?
It's possible. And he's also played out... Is that another Merlin? Spears of the Merlin King?
That's the King's Gate.
Oh, that's not a King's Gate.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, next bit's a King's Gate. I was talking about the one that Kostas was looking at.
Oh, that is the Spears of the Merlin King.
Yeah, I think one got two. Yeah.
I see.
And then I think that was a Bastard's Letter.
No, it's Disputed Claim.
Oh, sorry.
The Bastard's Letter of the Stark event.
Oh yeah, no, of course it is. Can you remember what Disputed Claim does again, please?
Yeah, once you have more power on your faction card than your opponent, you attach character gains renown plus 2 strength.
Ah, okay. Could be handy later.
Maybe. You could have put it on Mel, but didn't. Presumably because, I don't know, he wants the opportunity to maybe get it back.
Maybe. Kostas kept Missandei, Left, Right and the Old Town Informer. So we now have Kostas' marshalling. He has 6 gold there.
He does have a significant amount of gold, really, considering James has 3 characters. Kostas already has 4 on the board. And he can supplement that with his next character.
But he's not going to be bringing Aegon out of shadows if it isn't Aegon, because of the Bar on the Gates. So maybe he's got a bit more of a conundrum in hand now. I assume he'll probably want to put the Scheming Septon into play, because that's been doing some work for him this turn with the Old Town. But I don't know what else he's got in hand.
I mean, the dream is going to be, at some point, get Mercenary Pact and Library, and then take Mel and then destroy James's hand.
That would be quite fun. Oh, he's quite undecided here, isn't he, in what he wants to do. Looks like he's going to pay the 4. Yeah, he's going for it. What's coming out? Ooh.
The high tower.
Yeah. I feel like I've not seen that for ages.
It's restricted.
That'll be why I've not seen it for ages.
And Tyrell don't get played.
True.
So Kostas, this is obviously a key point to his deck. So he's going to be playing a lot of Tyrell characters, triggering the high tower, filtering through his deck and getting money.
So high towers, when a Tyrell character comes into play, you gain a gold and draw a card, and that works once per phase.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can do it again in the challenges phase.
Yes.
Is it just Tyrell characters? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, you can't do it in the challenges phase because
On the gates.
man has barred the gate.
Mm.
What a nefarious man.
But Kostas does have 2 gates of the gods out now, so you might want to get some cards in that way instead.
Yeah, he's set up for the game. They both are now. They both have economy. James has 2 great halls and a king gate. Kostas has high tower, 2 gates of the god and a rose road. So they've both got economy. Rama's got card draw in the form of his agenda and Melisandre. Kostas has 2 gates of the god, Old Town and the High Tower to draw cards, as well as Steve the Septon. So I guess it comes down to skill and luck of the draw at this point.
Yeah, they've both got a lot of draw in their deck and ways of filtering, as he says, so... Well, I mean, it's stayed this close all the way through. It's really hard to tell who's going to win, to be honest. Have you got a feeling either way at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I was at the tournament, so...
Oh, you remember who won?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I didn't watch the game, so...
I didn't watch the game.
You just remember because you were checking out the scores.
I know who King of Swiss was, so...
Oh. So, the power challenge then. Being defended.
Oh.
And getting insight there.
Yeah. I like that, especially when James can hit back on power as well. Although, that glare card, yeah, it is left and right.
Yeah.
Military.
James was also the first player, so he won't be doing any challenges.
Oh, would he?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can tell because it's got a little first player icon on the bottom underneath the power lip.
Is that what it says, first player?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a little scroll.
It is a little scroll with first player written on it.
Amazing.
Which has been on our videos, for the last 2 years.
What do you get rid of here? The high tower?
Possibly. Like, I feel like Old Town has been really good for Kostas.
Yeah, it had gained him, 3 power?
Hmm.
So he would be losing.
Well, I think he's got a power of 10, isn't he? Because the Old Town came out pretty much first turn, I think. So maybe more than 3.
So he'd broken up the left-right axis.
Especially as left was already was still standing, so it just meant that it helped Wama to win Dom.
Yep.
Because Wama can say that
Wama.
the Old Town Informer doesn't count. But because Kostas had 2 gold, it meant that Dom was a tie.
Well, now I am intrigued. What's going to happen at this point?
Yeah?
Yes. Because we know Kostas had played both of his Palace of Sorrow plots. He's seen 2 House Foreign Knights. He's still got the Card and Shadows, which we're expecting to be Aegon. So I suspect maybe Kostas is waiting for a mercenary contract.
Well done.
So he can Dario them. Unexpectedly a bit of tempo for the 1 round.
Yeah.
But let's see. Ha.
Oh!
Ha.
Mean. So another bar on the gates. And I think this is the Iron Bank plot.
What, loan from the Iron Bank?
Maybe? Does it look like that?
I don't really know
I know he gets 13 gold.
Oh, then yeah. Loan from the Iron Bank. Good plot in the later game. Kostas, you're going to get some dudes out now. Oh, all that work. Liza, destroying the mustachioed brethren.
The mustachioed brethren?
Splitting them up, only for them to return. Like Bee Gees.
Cool.
Pretty sure they split up and returned.
I don't know.
But Bee Gees were probably better at singing than Left and Right. Although...
Have you ever heard Left and Right sing?
I have no proof to support that.
Maybe we need to
that'd be awesome if they could,
Right to sing. They might do. Like, you could just imagine them with the little, like, ukulele things.
Ukuleles?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No?
No, I imagine they're a bit more like steel pan players.
They're not steel pan players.
I think they would be.
I'm a steel pan player and I do not look like a mustachioed whatever the fuck they are.
That's your opinion, man.
I don't have a moustache. Do I? Do I?
No, dear.
Thanks, honey. That was really convincing. So, moving on.
There's a Queen of Thorns on the board. The one that, after she kneels, you can react to put an event card in your discard pile. Discard an event to go fetch another event from your deck.
Yeah, I've never been that bothered by that version. Like,
well, depends what event you want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of deck and how many events you've got and stuff. But
I guess it allows you to run one of lots of events.
Yeah.
And fetch the one you need for that occasion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I find myself nowadays, I don't run very many events.
Wow.
Like, at all.
There you go, guys. Tech, if you ever have to play against Rebecca. Not that you were worried about your win rate, but if you are.
I think generally, like, if I play 3 or more events in my deck, that's a lot of events for me. So, I don't know. But like I say, it depends on the kind of deck that you're playing.
You're just saying that because you're playing lots of cohort lately. And they're not event decks, they're attachment decks.
Yeah, but before that I was playing Stark. And I didn't really play a lot of events in Stark either. A couple of winter is coming or something.
What happened to, I'm the Targ Queen. I play lots of Targ and play lots of events and I burn my enemies.
I've not done that for years.
What, said that or played that?
Both.
But Targ Stag is my deck.
That was my first ever deck, wasn't it, that I played? I don't know what Targ Stag was trying to do, but I felt like it was a really good deck at the time.
I also remember Targ Stark, Targ Wolf, and you're playing Drogo with the Vanguard of the North back in the core set. You know, the ones that don't kneel in military challenges. And you're just doing like all the militaries.
Oh yeah, I did get to a tournament,
Storm
didn't
of
I?
Swords, Khal Drogo, 3 military challenges, non-kneeling with Vanguard to the North. It was terrifying, but still not very good. But terrifying.
Is that the one where I played against Dave Bamford and I think he just spent the entire tournament petrified because I was just doing all these militaries at him?
Yeah.
And then Free Folk came along and Sea of Blood, and now it's like, 3 claim, huh? Been there, done that.
Do you think anyone has taken the Vanguard of the North out of their binders for years?
Other than me.
Do you think anybody listening to the video knows what Vanguard of the North would do if I hadn't have just reminded everybody?
Probably not. But now they do. It's where suddenly Stark Sea of Blood pops up and everyone's just playing Vanguard of the North.
That's not going to happen.
And the North remembers? Is that the event? +2 in a military or something?
That's for the North.
Oh, for the North. What's the North remembers again?
Where both players sacrifice a character or location.
That's not as fun.
So what's happened on the board, Rebecca?
Challenges were made after the Queen of Thorns knelt. Kostas discarded a hand's judgment to go and get an Iron Bank will have its due.
Oh, very nice.
See, I pay attention to these things.
Oh.
Even when I'm not looking at the board, it has nothing to do with the fact that I remembered from
Who are they going to Iron Bank? Maybe that Informer?
Maybe. They do have a milk on them, so they're not going to be doing much. I mean, I guess you can use a Septon as well.
It's a shame Kostas can't trigger his Gate of the Gods.
How does it trigger?
You have to have the highest strength character in play. So of course, Kostas' highest strength character is 3, and Melisandre is 6. So that ain't gonna get triggered.
Not so easily. So power coming in from Wama. Kostas over defending there, but Wama has a trick. What's that one?
Traitor to the crown.
Ah. And drawing gold for that.
He does remind Kostas, you can draw a card if you like. Because it's after a card entered play, not a character.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be your own.
After a card entered play during the challenge phase.
Lucky Kostas.
Lucky Costa.
So restanding there. And taking the claim. Still really even game, isn't it?
It is somewhat even. Helped by Kostas triggering Scheming Acceptance and giving James his attachment back for him to play and cement his economy and draw. That is very helpful for James, I'm sure. Because without that, he doesn't have that many sources of draw.
No. But, I mean, I think it works for both players because Kostas is getting, you know, the power and the draw and the gold from the Septon. And Wama's getting, you know, either a gold or a card. And cards back in hand as well. So, I mean, if you're going to put it on a character, you know, putting it on the Septon is a good one to put it on because it keeps that sort of, I don't know, pattern rolling.
Kostas Iron Bank just so he could win Dom.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't do the one that's got the milk on her, but I think she was already standing, so I think maybe he needed her standing to win the Dom.
Anything to stop the Mel trigger.
Yeah. So Kostas probably wants to Old Town before he draws any cards, so that he doesn't miss the Septon. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow, like magic.
I think Wama says that as well. So Wama's already chosen his plot. Is it the last plot? It is the last plot. Ooh, okay, so Wildfire into return to the field. So I'm assuming Wama's going to go first here and make his plot first.
Do you think Kostas is going to kill the informers?
No, he's killing the one that's milked, because why wouldn't you?
And then...
I don't know, I'd probably go for the other informer. You wouldn't kill one of left and right, would you?
Nah.
Oh, or would you? Would you just take the Mel? You know there's no, What? What? What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
And now the High Tower is removed from the game because Lysa and Spears back to hand.
So
Lysa doing work now.
Maybe he did that because he knew that otherwise Wama would just take one of left to right anyway.
Yep. That is definitely a consideration, I think. Because imagine if he left or right.
But then...
Would have taken it for right?
Yeah, but then wouldn't Kostas have preferred one of left or right to go rather than the High Tower? Because the High Tower's his card draw and gold and stuff.
I don't know. Maybe he will comment with his thought
reasoning.
process. Yeah.
Cool. There you go, Kostas.
Maybe he won't.
If you've watched up to this point and you remember your thoughts.
I'm sure he watched up to this point because, you know, he's winning.
He's definitely winning. So Red Priest being played on one side. But unfortunately Wama's leaning back, so I can't quite see what's in hand there. Still a really tight game. I mean, Wama's got the better board now, though. But I feel like Kostas has got, like, better support. What's he taken there?
I don't know.
Who's that one?
What? No idea. Can't really see it that well. An event, of course, but
either way, it is currently out of the game because of the Red Priest.
yeah.
I'm annealing both of the Great Halls and paying...
Bastard of Night Song. Night Song?
Oh, he's good. Isn't he the one that steals power?
Yeah. Who is it? Yeah, it is Night Song, isn't it?
Bastard of Night Song?
Nightwing?
Nightwing, Night Words.
Nightwing, Night Words? What?
The night's dark and full of terrors, alright?
No, I think it is Night Song.
Yeah, Night Song as well. You normally remember these things better than I do, so if you thought it was Night Song to begin with...
I kind of think it's Nightwing, but it almost definitely...
Would you like me to consult my memory?
Let's just go with Night Song.
I think it's Night Song.
I'm interested to see what Kostas has. He got no high tower.
Yep.
So he had less access to draw.
It is the Bastard of Night Song.
The Bastard of Night Song. Love it.
In fact, the original Bastard of Night Song from first edition has like the exact same thing. Response after you win a challenge in which he's participating, move 1 power from the losing opponent's house card to the Bastard of Night Song, whereas this one's move it from the losing opponent to your own faction card.
And would you believe it? They're still just not in. They've run out of ideas for second edition. And there's still so many first edition cards they could reprint.
And all the champion cards.
That's really disappointing, actually. So many
Hashtag
champions
saying.
with their champ card unreleased.
I know. You'd hope that they do like a special pack just for the champ cards.
Maybe they will.
Maybe.
Maybe they won't.
Ooh, a second card in Shadows.
Spice.
Interesting. I wonder what they are. One of them's got to be an Egon, surely. We've not seen Egon all game.
Yeah. Hi, Steve.
He's back.
Guess who's back? Stephen's back.
You're an absolute dog.
Stealing cash. He's got his hand in the collection jar, hasn't he, in the art?
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
In the collection jar?
Yeah, check the art out. He's the scheming septon.
Oh. I didn't realise he was a scheming and stealing septon.
Well, that's why he's scheming, because he's stealing.
Okay. Has Kostas finished marshalling? He's got 5 gold. He could have triggered his gate stars turn, couldn't he? Really? This is how you're looking for a scheming septum? Why don't you just type it into Google?
Google?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh wait, I can do that.
Yeah, you can search directly for the card. Oh, I was going for a big power challenge. He wants to win it. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you for showing me the art, darling.
You're
But we've moved
welcome.
on.
What's happening on the board then, Miss Ford?
Whammer is doing a challenge with the Bastard of Night Song, Courtney and Edric Storm.
Courtney.
So if he wins this, Courtney will restand and the Night Song will be stealing a power.
James is paying a gold,
Ooh.
kneeling his faction card.
Ooh.
Traitor to the crown.
What's that do?
Removes power icon.
Moves the power
Well,
icon.
it doesn't remove the power icon, it means they contribute the 0 strength. Oh, Whamsy's got a pinch.
Double whammer.
And it's a weapon, so left or right or whoever that is can take it.
That's a pinch of powder a weapon.
Oh, it quite literally is a weapon that killed people.
But it's powder.
It's a pinch of powder. It's a weapon. Well, that seemed like a big tempo moment. A big tempo moment that the game was maybe waiting for someone to seize control.
Oh, and Edric has renown now as well because he has more power on his faction card.
Jesus.
That was a really important swing, I think. Because we are at the 55th minute of the game, so this will be the last round.
Damn.
And Kostas somehow has to basically try and get 4 power.
So at what point did Kostas lose this game, assuming he's going to lose, because I can't see him winning now?
Well, he's still got 5 gold, 6 gold even, and 2 cards in shadows, so it might not be over yet.
Ooh.
Okay, so going for an Egon. And grabbing a Dario, is that the best? So Kostas is like, actually this is a mistake. Wama says if you want to take it back you can. And Kostas says no, sorry, I've already done it, so I won't take it back. What might his other consideration have been?
I don't know.
Is there something in Tyrell which increases the claim that he could have got?
I don't think so.
So now he's got the highest strength character in play, so he could trigger his gates.
Yep.
So he's got all the cards in hand. He still has 4 gold remaining. And he's just defended the challenge with Dario and got the renown. I don't know what Kostas can do now.
Well, let's see.
So got an intrigue, which has gone through unopposed. And claim.
Pinch, kind of, irrelevant now, but...
So, even if Kostas can win the power here, which would put them on 10-10, Kostas will lose a power when Dario comes back to hand. And he doesn't have a military icon to poke a military as well.
James will win Dom. Kostas might get another power from Old Town, but then he'll lose.
Yeah, I don't see quite how he can do it.
What's the other card in Shadow?
I don't know.
Could be a secret trick.
Could be.
He's fingering his gold.
So yeah, I mean, I think if he can somehow get a military icon, force Courtney to kneel, and then get through the power, if he can, and then win Dom on the gold he's got, but...
Yeah, I mean, if Kostas had a play to win it, it's very narrow in application now. He needs a specific set of cards, I think. Emissary of the High Tower.
What does she do?
Name an event in the discard pile. You can play that as if it's in your hand.
Okay.
But I don't think he's playing it to...
So he's played Iron Bank
maybe?
and got the Dario back.
Did he play that from his discard?
Yeah. And triggering the all-time performance to draw a card. That one is a reminder.
He's digging for specific cards, and maybe he's trying to win Dom.
I mean, even if he wins Dom,
he
needs to win the power and win Dom. But with Mel being 6 strength and Courtney's 4, that's 10. And he's only got 8. But one has used Valyrian Steel 3 times, so he can't chuck anything in. So Kostas got any strength
faction card is
boosters.
not anyway.
Yeah. So unless Kostas got some kind of boost, he's not going to be able to win the power.
Some severe mathing going on.
Yeah. Like I say, I think Kostas literally needs to be able to win the power, win Dom, and trigger the Old Town. But even then, I don't know.
They've got all the time in the world now. Now time's been called.
Yeah, all the time for him to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, even if Kostas plays to win Dom now, he doesn't win.
No, because even with Dom and Old Town, that only puts him on 10.
Cool. Did you see what that was?
No, I didn't quite catch what it was. Oh, it's conceding.
Yep, he figured he couldn't do it. Just concede rather than play it out.
Hmm.
Well, that was interesting. We didn't quite get to see the mercenary contract bribery plays.
No.
But we did see Palace of Sorrows and HFK twice.
Yeah, Palace of Sorrows 2 rounds in a row. That's pretty brutal for him.
But it turns out that Atchet Mill can do a job.
So we will actually see Kostas again in the cut. So Kostas does get through. But unfortunately we don't have any more games with Whammer. Our next round is going to be Dave Bamford playing Bara Cohor against Nicolas Boucher playing Stark Crossing.
Fucking A.
So we will bring that to you as soon as we can. Thanks as always for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. And we will see you for round 2. Round 2? Round 5.
You're bonkers.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Right, bye.
Anyway, bye.